Time for Colby Chaos Covington to get rid of this gimmick, get rid of this character. If you watch wrestling, it's also known as turning heel. It's time for Colby Covington to get rid of the heel turn and, try his best to become a babyface, man, at this point, because his gimmick, his character, it was cool at first. I think all of that gimmick aura that he had, I think that was gone when he lost the second time to Kamaru Usman. You know what I'm saying? That second time after that, I think people realized, this guy's just a talker. You understand what I'm saying? He knows how to bring attention to himself. He knows how to get people to react, whether it's negative or positive. But when you look at this last fight that Colby Covington just had with Buckley, right? He did the same thing that he's been doing for the past 6, 7, 8 years. Talking about Trump, wearing the MAGA hat, dissing LeBron James. Even before this whole Diddy stuff, he had LeBron James' dick in his mouth. He's still dissing LeBron James. Oh, LeBron was at them Diddy parties. LeBron said ain't nothing like them Diddy parties. You know what I'm saying? Shouting out the police. Basically just telling the world that he's a conservative Republican that supports Trump. You know what I'm saying? And it's old, bro. I mean, by now, if you don't realize that this guy's a joke, you're just an idiot, right? To all the people that became fans of Colby Covington because he was shouting out Trump and he was wearing the MAGA hat and he was dissing LeBron James and, he was, shouting out the police when the George Floyd shit was happening. You guys don't realize that it's all a character. It's all a gimmick, right? It's all a part of him staying in the UFC, because when he wasn't doing that, he literally was on the verge of getting cut from the UFC. That's a fact. Dana White didn't like him, really hated him, and he literally was one fight away from just getting kicked off the UFC roster. So what did he start doing? He started the gimmick, turned heel, right? And it worked. But let's look at his fights, right? So this fight with him and Buckley, right? If you guys notice, there's a pattern. Every single time Colby Covington loses a fight, he always has an excuse. He never gives the person that beat him credit. Ever. He never gives the person that beats him credit. Right? When he lost to Kamaru Usman the first time, there was an excuse. He lost to Kamaru Usman the second time, there was an excuse. He says he was robbed. Right? Loses to Leon Edwards, there was an excuse. Loses to Joaquin Buckley, there was an excuse. They stopped the fight too early. They stopped the fight. I was winning. I was beating them. It's the same thing every time. But, let's look at who he beat. Who has he beat recently? He beat a washed up Tyron Woodley, right? And he beat him in good fashion, broke his ribs, right? Shout out to Kobe for that, right? And he beat up a washed up Jorge Masvidal, right? Those two fighters I just named, they already had losses. They already were consecutively losing before they fought Colby. So it's not like Colby Covington actually fought somebody that was really good. No, he fought two niggas that was washed up. Let's just call it what it is. You look at all the other fights, he's lost. All the other fights in between those, he's lost. He's been inactive. He's not fighting consistently, right? And he's not winning. And he goes out of his way to bring Donald Trump to the fights. He has Donald Trump walk out with him. Sucks Donald Trump's cock. Shout out to Trump. Happy Trump is president again. Shout out to Donald Trump. But I'm just showing you guys that he likes to use other people to bring attention to himself. Right? Like with this fight with Buckley, right? The guy walks out with Chael Sonnen, whatever the fuck his name is, and he walks out with Hulk Hogan. Right? Now, you guys were asking yourself, why is he walking out with Hulk Hogan? Because Hulk Hogan a couple years ago, right? He got exposed for having a conversation with his daughter where he's telling his daughter that if his daughter is going to date an N-word, and he said the N-word with the ER, at least date an N-word with money. That's successful. calling black people the N-word, bro, with the ER at the end, right? He got exposed for just blatantly being a racist, right? And when Triple H took over Vince McMahon's spot, when all that died down, because at that point, bro, everybody was talking about it, right? But once it died down and Triple H took Vince McMahon's spot after Vince McMahon stepped down because of his allegations, Triple H put Hulk Hogan back in the WWE Hall of Fame. And, you know, he even brought Hulk Hogan back on to the WWE show. So Hulk Hogan was publicly supporting Trump, right? Nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem with that. But that's why Colby Covington walked out with Hulk Hogan. And he got exposed for already cutting his shirt. So he ripped his shirt, but it was already cut, so it was easy to rip, right? But he ripped his shirt as if he was Hulk Hogan. You know what I'm saying? And what people got to understand is, if Colby Covington doesn't do this stuff like walking out with Hulk Hogan and Trump, nobody gives a fuck about him. That's why he knows that. That's why he does it, right? Leading up to this fight, he was dissing Jon Jones, who just had the biggest win of his career, right? Jon Jones beat Stipe in dominant fashion, right? KO'd Stipe with a nice body shot. You know what I'm saying? But Colby Covington, who used to be friends with Jon, and we've seen this before. He used to be friends with Jorge. He was damn near best friends with Jorge Masvidal and start dissing him. This is what Colby Covington does to get people to pay attention to him. This is Jon Jones leading up to the fight saying Jon Jones is fruity and Jon Jones is that. You know what I'm saying? Just to go in the ring and lose again. Now, if you look at the cut that Colby Covington suffered in this fight with Buckley, right? It was a good stoppage. That was a bad cut, right? The doctor literally said, if this guy keeps fighting, there's a possibility that he might lose his eye. And when we seen the cut, when all the blood was wiped off, it was a very bad, deep cut on his eyelid, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? And even Dana White, right? Because Dana White and Colby are friends now, obviously, right? Him, Colby, Trump, right? They're all tied in, right? It's like a brotherhood now they got, right? You know, Dana White said if the fight was in Las Vegas, right, the fight would have never got stopped. And that made me realize, like, I wish I could have asked Dana White this. Like, Dana White, like, if the fight wasn't stopped, right? And Joaquin Buckley kept beating the shit out of Colby, right? And let's just say Colby Covington lost his eye. Or let's say Colby Covington's cut got even worse than it already was, right? And it caused him to never be able to fight again. What would be your reaction to that, Dana White? Because that's on your hands, right? That's on your hands, bruh. Right? Like, you have people in the ring that are there to make decisions. The doctor made the decision that she felt was best. And I see most people are saying, like, the only people that I see saying that it was a bad stoppage is Colby fans, bruh. But everybody that's not biased, right? Even some Colby fans are saying it. Like, anybody that's not biased that really saw that cut would agree. It was a bad cut, bruh. It needed to be stopped. And it's not like Colby was, like, having a bunch of success. He was losing the fight, bruh. He was getting his ass whooped. That's what caused the cut in the first place. Colby getting hit. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody saying that. Like, Colby should be saying, well, what caused the cut in the first place, bruh? You getting hit too much. Period. Colby said it was a headbutt. It wasn't no damn headbutt, bruh. You was getting your ass whooped, bruh. Right? Did Colby have some success? Yes. But for the most part, he was getting his ass whooped, bruh. Let's just call it what it is. Let's be honest, right? Let's keep it 100. So, Colby Covington. I think Colby Covington is one loss away from officially just getting cut from the UFC. Because he's had so many excuses every time he loses. And he's done this character so many times. And he's made it a priority to bring Trump to his fight so many times. And he's lost over and over and over. And at some point in time, Dana White is going to sit back and say, like, what is this dude even on the roster for? right? The only people he can beat is dudes that's washed up. Jorge Masvidal is retired, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Tyron Woodley, he's damn near retired. He's not in the UFC no more, bruh. Those two dudes aren't even in the UFC anymore, bruh. Jorge retired, and Tyron Woodley's not even on the roster anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're not active. You're not winning fights. I mean, seriously, guys, who else is there for Colby Covington to fight at this point? Who's he going to fight? We don't want to see him fight Leon Edwards again because he already lost in dominant fashion, right? We don't want to see him fight Kamaru Usman anymore because Kamaru Usman, he's not the same, bruh. He's not the same, bruh. Kamaru Usman has taken a step down, bruh. Nobody wants to see that either. We don't want to see him fight Masvidal again. Masvidal is damn near retired. I know there's rumors about him coming back. I seen an interview where Masvidal said he wants to come back for another fight. But Jorge Masvidal is washed up, guys. Let's just keep it 100. Who do we want to see Covington fight? Ian Gary? I don't care to see that because I think Gary will win. So the best thing for Colby Covington to do at this point is while you're still active on the roster, bruh, just be yourself, Colby. Be who you really are. I'm not saying don't support Trump, and what I'm saying is, bruh, all the extra shit like wearing the MAGA hat and bringing Trump to your fights and walking out with Hulk Hogan and all of that shit, bruh, just stop doing it, bruh. Because it's not even benefiting you anymore, bruh. Just be yourself. Be who you truly are. You know what I'm saying? Because, guys, when you look at that face-off right before the fight happened, go rewatch that face-off with Buckley and Covington. You can see in Covington's eyes that he was scared of Buckley, and you can see in his eyes that he knew he was going to lose the fight, right? And at that moment is when I realized this character shit is not working anymore, because I never seen Colby Covington look like that in the face-off. Anytime I've ever seen Colby Covington in the face-off when he was doing this character, in his eyes, he looked like he felt like he was going to win the fight. This is the first time I saw in his eyes, I said, damn, like he looks scared of Buckley, and it's like he knows he ain't going to win. You know what I'm saying? And I got to give credit to Colby for taking this fight at the last minute, right? Because, you know, Buckley was supposed to fight Ian Gary, and he ended up fighting Colby. So shout out to Colby for taking a dangerous fight like this. But it's just time to get rid of the character, man. Just be yourself, bro. Be yourself. You know, train hard. And just do your best in the octagon, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll help his chances of winning, bro. Because him doing this character, he's not being himself, bro. And if you're not being yourself and you're doing all of this, right? Because you were doing all of this crap for what? To make money, and you've made money now, bro. You've made money, right? It's not like you're gonna get cut, you know what I'm saying? Because you have this close friendship with Dana White now. You're cool with Trump, so I doubt Dana's. I think Dana should cut him if he loses again, but I doubt he will, right? But at this point in time, bro, you don't have to do the character no more, bro. You've done everything you needed to do with this character and gimmick that he's been doing these past couple years, bro. Just be yourself, man. Be yourself, Colby.